coming to the land of the wild dog. You see, this one's a dingo here. It's obviously been affected by the 1080 bait or the strychnine. It's pretty common up through here in WA. Not all stations use it, but certainly ones that come through have used it here. And this fella's been chained up to a tree, hanging up. Maybe it's a bit of a warning for people who have got their own domestic dogs, just to keep them on a lead. So if you do bring your dogs out here, watch them, because there's plenty of this around. This poor fella here had a pretty hard end. But anyway, but another good thing I found here, this salt bush over here. This salt bush, it's got some good red berries here, and I'll show you the juice. Okay, it's very sweet and good to eat. So even though we've got a tragedy over here in the tree, we've got some good feed there underneath. Well, this is awesome. The heavens have opened. Smash rain, it's all flooded over here now. They've already had good rains up here because the water's been flowing in the river. Just behind us, we've got another big dump. There's lightning going everywhere. There's spot storms all over the place at the moment. So we've got to get ourselves over that Gascoyne River when we leave with the camels, and we're heading through the back country of the stations. You know, there's been plenty of rain up there, and it's been sort of following ahead exactly where the journey's going. So this can be good, freshen up the country for the camels and give us water, but also we can get stuck out there. We better get out of here before this lightning comes. It's been a good little stop over here. We're just in the cattle yards. Bridgemire station over the road there. Hamish just let us stay here for a few days. Gave us a chance to restuff all the pads. Munji's got a brand new stitch holder over there. He scratched it off with the flies and ripped it. So it gave us a good chance to reassess all the gear. Now at the moment, because all the cattle are coming in, we're just going to head over to the north side of the Gascoyne River. From there, we're going to take all the back country through here and head our way up towards Mount Augustus. Should be a great trip. There's been plenty of rain, plenty of storms, and plenty of green country over here. It's been good for the animals. They're completely fueled up, ready to go. So it's time to move. Giving them a couple of laps just to see how they go before we get out over to the station. There's a lot of things over on the station. Cattle trucks, all sorts of stuff. So just want to give them a little bit of familiar after a few days off. Remember, they're all fueled up with that green grass. Bit of hyperactive food. Boys, bit of a creek crossing. Come on, walk up. Walk up. Steady up. Come on, walk up. Walk it up, boys. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Walk up. Come on, Mr. Gray. Walk up, Mr. Gray. Come on, pull him up. Pull him up. Pull him up. Come on, boys. Walk up. So we just come off the river now. It's gone from pure green right up to this stony country. Just behind us there is the Kennedy Ranges. cool. This is an old cobbled track here. It's where those big teams of camels used to walk in the old days, and big horse teams drawing the wagons all the way to the Gascoyne River and all the way heading north. So a little bit of history here. Old original highway. Now the camels, when they pulled the wagons, they didn't necessarily like the stones too much. The Afghans, they go a long way out of their way to keep them onto the sand, but in the wagons, of course, they needed the harder ground, so sometimes it used to affect their feet. But anyway, a little bit of history here, the old cobble road. Just up ahead there is the first set of hills we've seen for a very long time. So we'll head up there, we'll camp this side of them tonight. Can't wait to see them. Well, that's a beautiful spot here, down by a nice little creek, a lot of gascoyne trees there, and the camels fattened themselves up on some nice acacia last night. They're doing well, really starting to understand their job, and I think they're more happy to be on this station, especially with all this green pick around. Got the nice hills we're coming into now, we've got to get across this creek. Over this little pass here, beautiful view. You can start to see all the lines of the hills, little ones here, and up towards that direction, the biggest rock in the world, Mount Augustus, where we're headed. Still going to be a couple of weeks off that one. But anyway, some beautiful country ahead. Go and check it out. I'm just stopping to let the camels have a bit of a look. Camels like these guys would never seen anything like this. So I like to take the opportunity just to let them soak it all in. Me too. Right, stand there, boys. It's a beautiful country up here. We're just coming through that creek. We've got some of these lovely little old fossils from a really long time ago. The old seashell pattern there, you can see it carved in there, and this little part here. Beautiful old prehistoric shells. You always find fossils out in this country because years ago long time ago. The ocean levels are pretty high, so could have been from part of that. Could have been around when the dinosaurs were here. Anyway, we'll leave them in their country. Someone else might want to come by and find them one day. We'll have a look at these. That's that beautiful saltbush berry. So me and Mungie can have some brekkie together. Oh, juicy. It's almost like a mulberry. Nice and juicy. One's got plenty on. Oh, look at that one right there. The camels love the saltbush, and we love the saltbush berries. It's really sweet. We just got to another set of yards here. It's so green around here after that recent rains. It's good tucker for the animals. Got a trough over there, we'll give these guys a drink. You know, soon it's going to be all dry again. None of this grass will exist. Oh, it's always a good feeling getting to a trough. Flies get a bit thick, especially around the cattle yards. A fair bit for flies to chew on here. We'll give these guys a first drink up. A few cattle out there. Been pretty cool. There you go, big fella. You want some too, don't you, big mate? Anyway, we'll get these guys watered up. Just bringing two in at a time at the moment. Give them a bit of room and a little bit of time to fill themselves up. Plenty of bores through this country. It's only about 7.5 k's to the next one, but let's say we'll camp in here close somewhere tonight. Pretty good feed round for the camels. Down there, big fellas. Don't trip over yourself, will you? You want your drink now, don't you, little one? Eh? Yes, you do. All the cows are just coming now. They've obviously seen the camels coming in for a drink, so they're like, well, this is our trough, we're having our turn. So we just got to wait and let them go, and then we'll take you in for your drink. Little mess. Maybe a fill up. You like that, didn't you? No? Come on, let's go and have some grass. Well, that's a camel driver's heaven. Got good pick over there. We've got that dead finish bush, otherwise known as camel bush, and plenty of grass. They've all got their heads in there, so we give them an early day and a bit of a treat. This makes them happy and them enjoy themselves, and I'm certainly enjoying watching it. Anyway, we'll pull up here for the night. These guys can get fat. This is a good mix of the old and the new. You got this old well, fairly deep down there, down to the water. Got the windmill and the creek in over here. So if you were going to dig in the sands for water, you're going to be digging a long way, judging by the well down here. But these are classic. This station been in use since 1880. So you can tell by the timbers that this is a pretty old well and it's still being used today. Pretty old yard, this one. These are the old 44-gallon drums. They're often used in the old days. They cut them open, unfold them, use them as flat. They used to make old sheds out of them, blacksmith shops. And also what we've got here is a little race straight through here. It's always interesting out on these stations. Things from the past, very ancient history. It's always something to look at. We just pulled up here, it's a Sunday, just having a cruisy one. Just unsaddling over there. Lots of flies. Good antidote for flies. Get a fire going. We're burning some cow dung. Right, this just puts a nice blanket of smoke over camp. Lets the animals have a settle. We've given them about an hour to just sit down and chill out. And as soon as we got that smoke going, they all just sat down. They're out now having a chew. Mr. Red's over behind us, nice green grass again. We've got a nice shady tree over here to sit down and enjoy a Sunday.